This is the War Brief Daily for July 23, 2026. Ukraine dominates the confirmed reporting in this cycle. That does not mean other theaters were quiet. It means no other major escalation cleared the verification threshold. Over the last 24 hours, 3 developments changed the operating picture. Another large Russian air raid, sustained pressure across several Ukrainian frontline axes, and emerging, but unconfirmed, claims of localized Russian advances. First, the air campaign. Ukraine's Air Force says Russia launched 4 missiles and 216 attack drones overnight into July 22. Ukrainian air defenses reported destroying or suppressing 3 Kh-59-69 missiles and 204 drones by 0830 local time. But a high interception rate is not a clean win. Ukrainian officials also reported 1 Iskander-M impact and 12 drone impacts across 12 locations, with debris falling at 7 more. Kyiv regional authorities reported damage to at least 5 homes. Casualty reporting remains preliminary. That's the headline. Here's what actually matters. This was another stress test for Ukraine's air defense network. Russia does not need every drone to get through. It needs enough leakers to create damage, force repairs, consume interceptors, and keep rear area defenses under constant pressure. This wasn't random. It was cumulative. Second, the front. Ukraine's general staff reported 219 combat engagements across its latest 24-hour cycle. It recorded 2 missile strikes, 92 airstrikes, 285 guided aerial bombs, nearly 10,000 loitering munitions, and more than 3,300 shelling attacks. Those are Ukrainian official figures, not independently audited totals. The Pokrovsk direction remained the most active, with 19 reported attacks. Heavy fighting was also reported around Sloviansk, Liman, and Kostiantynivka, plus sectors along the northern Kharkiv border approaches. No confirmed breakthrough is evident in this reporting. The operational picture is broader and more deliberate. Russian forces are pressing multiple linked defensive belts at once. That forces Ukraine to spread infantry, drones, artillery, and air defense coverage across a very wide front, and that changes the math. Third, several more dramatic claims are circulating around Blahodatne, Artilne, Bilye Kolodiaz, Holivka, Chasiv Yar, and the Dobropilya area. Russian-aligned channels and individual OSINT accounts claim localized advances, including one reported geolocated Russian flag at Blahodatne. Treat all of that as emerging reporting, not settled fact. None of these locality-level claims was independently confirmed in the material available, and Ukraine has not officially confirmed the captures. Same caution applies to reported Ukrainian strikes on warehouses in Krasnodar and Novonomysk. Until there is geolocated imagery, satellite evidence, or official confirmation, it stays in the unconfirmed column. One strategic item to monitor: Associated Press reporting from Kyiv described a possible overhaul of Ukraine's senior military leadership on July 22nd. If formal decrees and appointments follow, this could affect force management and defensive priorities. But command changes do not alter a battlefield overnight. Elsewhere, no independently confirmed major strike, shipping incident, force posture shift, or sharp escalation met the threshold in the Middle East, Sudan, in the Sahel, or the Indo-Pacific during this reporting window. No spin, no noise. Do not recycle old threats as new events. Watch next for another Russian mass strike cycle, confirmation or denial of claimed ground gains near Pokrovsk and the northern approaches, formal Ukrainian command announcements, and any official maritime advisories from the Middle East. That's your War Brief Daily for July 23, 2026. Subscribe for the next update.